Thank you for choosing EverSmart Rodent, the state-of-the-art in remote monitoring for rodent control from Microshare. In this video, we'll show you how to install the EverSmart Rodent sensors in various bait stations and traps. We've tested our sensors in many of the most popular bait stations and traps to make sure that retrofitting them with our sensor is a clear and simple process that provides the sensor's lens with the precise position needed to accurately detect rodent activity and to prepare them for deployment in the field, when you will scan them using the Deploy M app to map each sensor to the EverSmart Rodent dashboard. To make this even easier, we provide a guide to the sensor's field of vision on the EverSmart Rodent startup page. These templates can be printed out and cut out for optimal installation in almost any bait station or trap. Getting this right is a key element in making sure the system can filter out false positives, a capability unique to EverSmart Rodent. So let's get started. Here my colleague Matt will install a PIR sensor in an SX1 rat bait station using two-sided tape. For more on activating your PIR sensors, see our Getting Started video on the EverSmart Rodent startup page. Now note the position of the sensor in this case, lying on its side to capture the sensor's 93-degree field of vision and cover both entrances to this particular station. Satisfied he'll capture all the possible activity, Matt sticks the PIR sensor to the top of the bait station. This is important. Putting sensors on the bottom would also work, but as we all know, rodents are messy creatures. Eventually they'll do something to obscure the lens. We deploy the sensor high in the trap whenever possible. Be sure the two-sided tape is not covering the QR code, since you need to scan that later to digitally twin the sensor to the EverSmart system, and make sure the place where you're installing it is clean and dry. Press down firmly. Now, some traps and bait stations work best if the sensor is installed standing upright, still on top of the box, but standing tall. Matt is going to show you how this is done with a Neo rodent bait station. Again, as you can see, there's double-sided tape on the sensor, along with the QR code that we'll need later, but this time the tape is on the back end of the sensor so that the lens points forward. In the case of the Neo, like many similar bait stations, we deploy the sensor upright and above ground level, making sure it's pointed where the rodents will appear. You're now ready to scan the sensor with the Deploy M app, label it in the app so that it's easy to understand where that particular bait station is deployed when you look at it in the EverSmart Rodent dashboard. For more on this process, see the Syncing Sensors startup video in the EverSmart Rodent startup page. And that's it. It's that easy to retrofit your entire bait station and trap inventory. Be sure to check out the rest of our startup videos, including guides to digital twinning with the Deploy M app, gateway setup, understanding the EverSmart Rodent dashboard, and even how those sensors can be deployed effectively outside the box in voids and transit areas without boxes of any kind. EverSmart Rodent, it sends the right message to the right person at the right time.